Hey y'all, and welcome to Ladywing Designs. My name is Zakia, and I am back with another Craft With Me video. So yeah, we're gonna finish up a project today, and then depending on how long that takes, I'll do a little bit of knitting after. So today is, well, first I guess let me say hi. Welcome to everyone that's watching this craft with me and hanging out a little bit today. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to try to stay in camera here. I hope you're all doing well. Relaxing as much as we can. I know a lot of us are still dealing with just chaotic times, so I hope you're able to take a moment, even if it's just this one while you're hanging out and watching me stitch. I hope you're able to take some time for yourself. Yeah, so today is Tuesday, February the 8th. And yeah, well, it's 2022. YouTube tells you all these things, but I still feel like I should say it. But anyway, yeah, so we're here with another Craft With Me video. I am working on The Power of Love by Stony Creek. There we go. I'm finishing up this piece. I started this last year. Yeah, it was just last year. For the hashtag inaugural Stitch Day 2021. So that was the day of the presidential inauguration last year. And I started this project for that. And then I also had the idea to do hashtag first 100 days stitch along. And that was like, I was going to take this project that I started for the inauguration and I wanted to work on it for the first 100 days of Biden's presidency. That did not happen. I was hoping that during those 100 days I would also like finish the project. That was a goal that I kind of decided on last year when I was working on it, and I think I definitely could have done it, but I just ended up sitting it down like most things end up getting sat down. That's not new around here. But yeah, so I picked this back up last Tuesday, on February the 1st, actually. I picked this one back up just because it was what was calling to me. And now it's done, or almost done, which is kind of crazy to think about. So, okay, I'm just checking my screen here. I haven't done Craft With Me's in a while, so it just feels a little awkward to like try to stay in one spot and stitch. Yeah, so I hope everyone's year is off to a decent start. Crafting wise, mine is. Life wise, I'm just getting over a hump of laziness and figuring out adulting energy, basically. So not much to talk about there. Sorry for clearing my throat so much. Yeah, not much happening in life, real life stuff right now. But crafting wise, I have been really enjoying my stitching again. So much. I think this always happens. Like the beginning of a new year, January, February, like I'm definitely more in tune with my cross stitching, I feel like then. And then definitely like end of summer when fall comes around, it's totally knitting season. That's definitely when like more of my knit stuff comes out and I'm working on that. Which is strange because like it's still winter right now, but I'm definitely in more of a cross stitch mood. But anyway, um, yeah, so I've been finishing things. That's where we were going. I lost my train of thought already. So I've been finishing some cross stitching pieces. I'm kind of doing whip go this year. Well, not kind of. Like I'm doing whip go, but I'm not being really like strict about it with myself. I just want to enjoy it and kind of use it as a tool, like in case I do get stuck and don't know what to work on. Um, yeah, so I have two boards this year. That's a fun thing that's happening. One of them I have not done anything on at all yet. So one board is for full coverage projects only, and the other board is like everything else, essentially. And they're both just cross stitch. I have enough projects to do that, although some of the projects are repeated on both boards. I have projects that repeat, so not every one of my cross stitch whips is actually or is on one of the boards. That's not how it worked. But I am excited about the stuff that's on there. I'm hoping to film a whip update either today. It'll be either today after I film this or hopefully just sometime soon. So I'll let you know all of that stuff when we get there. But I've really been enjoying it, getting back to my stitching. I spent so much time last year knitting that it's just nice to really be making X's again. I think I said earlier this is The Power of Love by Stony Creek Cross Stitch, and it's such a fun pattern. This is it right here. Let's see if I can get it in camera. There we go. So that's what the pattern looks like. It says, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And I just love it. I love that sentiment. Yeah, it's just perfect. So it's almost done, which is just crazy to think about. Last year when I sat it down after the inauguration and everything, I got through day 16 of stitching on it. And then I think today, which I totally forgot to take a picture, y'all. Shoot. I was supposed to take a picture before this. Yeah, because I didn't take a picture yesterday. And I definitely forgot to take a picture last night. It's gonna be fine. Okay, it's fine because the picture of the stuff that I did yesterday is all over here, so I can actually still take that picture, and then I'll just take this picture. It's fine. Oops. I was supposed to take the picture this morning because I thought I was gonna wait to move my fabric over in the Q-snap, but I did it last night and I forgot to take the picture. So anyway, all that to say, like, I picked this project back up and within a week it's done. Like, I've only been working on this. Today's the 8th day since I picked it back up, and it just blows my mind when that happens with projects, because for me that happens all the time. Like, I pick up a project that I started a year ago or 2 years ago, and suddenly it's done within a few days. It's amazing how your interests change that fast. And if you're if you watching this, oh my gosh, words. If y'all that are watching this are multi-whip people, I'm sure you understand. I think that happens to a lot of us. We get so excited and it's on to the next project or the next start, and sometimes pieces like these that we love, they just sit around and they kind of have to wait their turn to come back out again. but it's nice to return to them. This was a really, really fun piece to come back to and stitch. So I'm glad I was in the mood for it. I just had this one color. It would have been done yesterday, but this color that I'm stitching with now, 927 DMC, I did not have when I went and bought all the flosses and everything last year to start it. Michael's was out of 927, and I probably could have just gone to Joann's to get the floss, but I just never did. And it's only used in this area right here, so yeah, I went and got that. I ran a few errands before coming back to film this, and we're ready to complete it. Like, I've already put my signature in and everything, y'all. Like, it is done except for this color. I wanted to just substitute a color in, but the way that this like shading and stuff is working in here, it's shades that are right in line with each other. So it's not like I could have, because it's 926, 927, and 928. So it's not like I could have shifted to 926 or 928 because they're already in here. And it's supposed to be a gradient, so. And with like how well everything else looks, I just didn't want to mess it up because, let me pull this out of the way. So if you look, whoops, moving out of frame again. If you look at this, like this flower here, all of this, like all of those yellows and those blues, they're like 4 different shades of each. There are like 2 golds and 2 creams, and then there's like 4 different blues, and it's a lot of like fiddly work when you're stitching it, but the shading effect is so pretty. I love it. Yeah, just I've really enjoyed stitching this project. I'm also coming to terms with the fact that even weave might be my favorite fabric. Like, I do appreciate a good Aida because it's just simple, but I think even weave might actually be my favorite fabric. It's just the perfect in between. I do love me some linen, but I'm not a fan of the unevenness lately and the slubs and all of that. Just not a fan. I think even weave is my happy place, I think. So let's see, we talked about Whipco. Yeah, I haven't really done too much knitting. If you watched the vlog that I did at the end of December while I was at home, I don't think I put in a picture. I think I finished them after the vlog was done. But I did finish the 24th pair of socks for 2021 that I was working on. I did finish those. And oh, I don't know if that's in frame. I'm just gonna weave under some stitches on the back to jump down to where I need to go. There we go. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I finished the 24th pair of socks, and then I did start the first pair of socks for this year, and yeah, they're still in progress. I'm still on the leg of the first sock. I think I'm almost done with the leg of the first sock, but I need to measure it again. I have not really been in a knitting mood. And again, I think it's because I just did so much knitting last year that my brain is just ready. Well, my brain's just ready for some stitching again. So I think after this project, I think I'm gonna go back to Snape. I looked at Pattern Keeper for Snape before I started filming this, and I have 445 stitches left on Snape. That's it. 445 stitches. So I think Snape's gonna get finished next. I've definitely been in. I know this at some point is definitely off camera, so sorry, out of frame. Um, yeah, I've really been in a finishing mood, and I don't know why, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna finish things while I feel like it. Um, and really, that just goes back to stitching what I want when I want. Sweetie. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of following whatever project calls to me, and like I said, if Whipco helps me be inspired to pick up a project, that's great. And if I just look through my whips and say I want to work on something, that's fine too. I'm definitely just crafting for enjoyment right now. I don't want to stress myself out with it because then I'll burn out. And like I said, it's just nice to be back to the X's. I did watch, I don't know how my brain went there, but I did watch the 24 hours of cross stitch recap that Jen Lee and her mom Cindy do. I hadn't watched October 2021. I hadn't watched that one yet. I watch all of them. And if you don't watch them, I will link Jen's YouTube channel down below. And the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Facebook group, I'll link that as well. But Jen and Cindy are hilarious. Um, yeah, I love watching the 24-hour recaps. Totally recommend them. Even like if you haven't seen the first ones and you go back and binge watch, like they're hilarious. So yeah, I recently watched, I think it was like the week after the most recent one happened because there was one at the end of January and I didn't realize that. Or sometime in January. I don't know. I didn't know it was happening until after it happened. um, but yeah, that was really fun to watch. So I watched both the one for October and the one for last month. And it's always good to hang out with them for a little bit. Lots of good laughs, always. Always, always. Let's see, what else? Yeah, like I seem to say all the time now, I mean, I really have not been watching FlossTube, y'all. I spend all my time on Twitch. Where's my floss? I spend all my time on Twitch pretty much, and I'm not sad about it. I do really miss like feeling like I know what's going on with my friends that hang out mostly on YouTube. I do miss being caught up with people, with more people. But I don't know, it's just not where I am mentally right now, so it'll happen and I'll start adding people back, I'm sure. I also need to take the time and empty out my watch later playlist on YouTube. There are like 500 videos in it or something. Like I'm sure there are videos in there from like 2019 and or 2020. And unfortunately with the watch later playlists, unless they've updated something, delete you have to delete the videos one by one out of there. So it's gonna take a lot of determination and a heck of a lot of time. for me to empty that playlist. But I think once I do that, it'll be a little easier for me to get back to watching people on YouTube, because I won't have, 300 videos to sift through, to get to the ones that I recently added at the bottom. I just need to empty that whole playlist and kind of start over now. Yeah, because I mean, I still have my YouTube notifications turned on for like basically everybody's channel. So I'm still getting the notifications, and I usually go, "Ooh, I'd really, I need to catch up with this person." And sometimes I start catching up with people, and inevitably I get distracted and don't make it back. Or, like what's happened with a couple of channels lately, I'll catch up with them completely, get completely caught up, see maybe like one episode, the day it went live because I'm caught up and it's great, and then I'm behind again. So, and I know, we always joke about, oh, you can never be caught up with FlossTube, but I do really miss watching it. I'm also trying to like clean up my crafty Instagram. I have two because I ended up making a personal one. But my crafty Instagram, which is the Ladywing Designs one, for clarity's sake, it was starting to show me like a lot of like, oh, horoscope daily and other like not crafty accounts. And I've gotten back to just wanting to be on that account and look at people's cross stitching and people's knitting and all of their projects and stuff, and be able to scroll and see that. And Instagram is just like not showing me a lot of those posts. Some of the knitting people I'm kind of getting back, or like spinning stuff and fiber is showing up a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna have to like go search out like the cross stitch tag, or hashtag or something, and like a bunch of posts there, so they'll start showing me cross stitch again. Because now that I am cross stitching a lot more, I want to see it in my feed. So I need to. I'd unfollowed a lot of those accounts. Some of them might get added back on the personal account, but I've been unfollowing a lot of those accounts off of my crafty one to try to clean that up. So, yeah, making small moves. I got like most of my stuff, pretty much all of my stuff set up for Twitch streaming. I just need, there are like two or three more things that I want to kind of check on before that happens. But even besides those two or three things, I just kind of want to get my personal life back in a good flow of order first. So be on the lookout. I will definitely like make a post to Instagram. You know, I'll advertise about it as as soon as I know pretty much when I'm gonna stream. But at the same time, it might be a like, I think I'm just gonna go for it and do it now, and okay, I'm gonna post on Instagram, but like I'm also just gonna go live now. So it might not be too much of a forewarning, or we might have like a big lead up to a certain date. Who knows? We're just gonna go with the flow. But yeah, I need more of like a good route. I want more of a kind of routine going, for me personally, but I think I'm getting closer to that. So we'll see. I really would like to start that this month, start streaming this month, but we'll see. Um, yeah, my Twitch channel is linked down below. It's been in every video for a little bit now. But the Twitch channel is linked down below if you want to go follow me over there. Um, and you'll get a notification when I do go live. So, yeah, um, that's really what I've been doing. Getting getting my headspace in order, my mental space in order, and cross stitching and hanging out on Twitch. So it's uh it's been fun times. It's time to get back to real life, unfortunately, but it's been good. Lots of fun times in Twitch streams and stuff. So it hasn't all been horrible. And like I said, getting projects done is always really nice to do that. I don't know what I'm gonna work on next. Well, did I even say that on here? I did. We talked about this. My brain is just like going in circles right now. So I think I'm gonna pull out Snake next. I'm feeling like doing that, and then we'll see what happens from there. I still have the retro media collage to do for my parents, and that one I need to get a move on. I really was hoping that I could have it to them for their wedding anniversary in mid-March, but um, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's possible. It is entirely possible, but I don't know that that's gonna happen. Um, I'm only on square 5 out of 9, and I'm still like basically at the beginning of 5, really. So, um, yeah, I need to get a move on that one for sure. So maybe I'll go ahead and finish up Snape, and then I can get back to that maybe for the rest of the week because I haven't worked on it since I got back from Christmas and New Year's with my family. That was the last time that I really worked on it. Well, I worked on it a couple days when I got back to Alabama, and after that, I haven't really worked on it. When I started picking up older whips or other whips, um, yeah, just haven't touched it again. I really would like to get back to some of my full coverage too. I have a lot of full coverage projects. Most of them seem to be pretty big lately, and they never get any work. So that'll be hopefully something to look forward to. That's partly why I did a separate WhipGo board for all of my full coverage, so that I didn't have to kind of worry about how many full coverage projects were on the board compared to non-full coverage. Um, so yeah, I just made 2 boards, and so far the full coverage board, like I said, I haven't worked on any of those projects yet, but um, my goal is pretty low because again, I don't want to stress myself out about it. Okay, y'all, last 3 stitches, last 3 stitches. Um, so yeah, one of the projects oh, that's what I was gonna say. My goal for both boards, for every space that's on there, and I did actually give myself both free spaces this year. I've never done that before. I usually have 25 projects on there, but this year I did both of the free spaces. So for every space, every project, um, the goal is just 5 hours during the month that it's called. So, yeah, 5 hours during the month it's called. And I think that's pretty doable. And so far it has been for the projects that I have picked up, it's been really doable. Matter of fact, out of all the ones that I've picked up 3. and 2 of them are finished, so it's working out quite well. Last snip for this project. Trim my floss. Okay. And I'm going to take this out of the Q-snap so that y'all can see the whole thing. Yay! And that's perfect too, because it has been 30 minutes. So we'll show this off, and then I'm going to call it for this craft with me. So that was the perfect amount of time. I kind of figured it would be. Okay, so I'm going to put this here and let me zoom out, or try to. There we go. Well, okay. Come on, fabric. There we go. It's done, y'all. Like, it's just crazy to me. This time last week, where's my phone? I can actually show you. So, let's see, Instagram. And I'll just show you this real quick, because I basically got it all done, like, in a week. It's just crazy. Okay. So, this is where we were, y'all. This is where I was a week ago. Insane. And now it's done. So, I'll just leave this here for us to look at. And thanks for hanging out with me today, y'all. It was quite rambly. I need to get used to talking to a camera again during these craft with me's. But thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for finishing a project with me. And hopefully there will be a whip update on the channel soon, so I can show you all the fun stitching I've been doing the last month. But until that video, I hope you all stay well, and happy crafting. Bye, y'all.